So the student having questions about teapot. Doc is working on the lead on a teapot.
So when I throw these, I have two sets of calipers. You guys use calipers to make your lids? So I'll take the interior measurement right at the top there. And then I'll use these to get the exterior measurement of that. And then with this, throw an upside down a little bowl, right? And then this edge right here corresponds to this edge right there. So that's the size I'm going for. Okay? And now when I throw the gallery, which is the area where this lid sits on here, or the flange, some people call it, this area right here. When I throw this pot, I'll thin this area out pretty good. Like, you know, this is, the weight here is pretty good already. And I'll probably trim a little bit there. You can even feel how thin it is. And then up here I leave a lot of clay, like a nice roll of clay, so that I can create this whole area here from here up. And I could also push some of that clay back down to create this flange. And I pretty much do that with my 2 fingers, but to really dial it in, I have this butter knife, okay, that I've ground so it doesn't have any more serrated edges, teeth, yep. So I ground those teeth off down here, and when it's on the wheel and wet, I'll take this and smush it right in there, right? So that this cleans up that area really nicely, right? And then when I make my lid, I have a corresponding right round edge in here, round edge here, right? So that my teapot lid, when it fits in there, it nestles.
Fits really well. That other teapot lid is
fits good, right?
Yeah.
And so
yeah, really good. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so that instead of it being like something where it's like right angle, right, to right angle, and it's either, that's going to either have to be perfect to fit, or it's either going to be too tight or a little too big, and it'll move back and forth. Whereas if this is a little too tight, I can just trim it a little, and if the lid gets a little too small, it's not going to rock because it's nesting, right? This round edge is nesting, just like this, right? So even if there is a little play, it just kind of nests in. It's not doing like this right angle thing where that allows this kind of thing to happen. It's just like a lock and key kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, it's just a piece of carpet foam glued to a bag. Okay. So with the lid, like, you know, there's like runny glaze that's going to be put on this lid, so you know, so I have to engineer it and, you know, create some marks there that'll catch the glaze so that it doesn't run down into the flange, right, and glue that lid to the teapot.
I'm gonna hold show. I don't want it to.
And so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to trim in. Essentially, this is like me trimming in like a little glaze catch where the glaze will end. And you can see it right on that teapot there. And the same thing with the lid, right? I can stop at any moment pick this up and just kind of feel the weight of it, right? So I don't trim through it. Like I have a really clean track record. I would say the past 4 years, I don't think I've trimmed through anything. And knock on wood real quick, but that's just because I check, right? I mean there is something to be said for, you know, experience and just kind of knowing how thick the clay is, but it's also this foam bat which allows me to kind of freely check.
Would you say that it's easier to tap center on the foam bat than on the
No,
wheel?
I think it's all the same.
So the fact that I can't do it on the wheel, I probably couldn't do it on the foam
If you
bat
can't
either.
tap center,
I don't know what I'm doing.
then you should just get a soup can or a bucket and just practice with that. Yeah, because it's something, you know, in a lot of ways, it's just like anything. Once you get it, you're gonna be like, oh,
That's how you
it
do it.
clicked. You
Yeah.
know, like it's gonna click. You just need to keep
I'm
at it.
just scared that I'm gonna knock it off the wheel.
Yeah.
Or knock it over.
So now I'm just trimming in, like on that lid there, similar to that teapot lid, right? People pick up my teapot lids and they're like, how do you get that little thing in there?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
you're just using it around. Like, he
Yeah.
probably makes the point first and then like forms it around.
I'm gonna build that handle around it, yeah. Which I may or may not get to. Depends on how you guys want to proceed with the time we have left. Just give it a check.
I mean, do you feel comfortable setting it up?
What's that?
She's trying to set it up.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Maybe we can just set up first.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it on the side, yeah.
Oh, you need my computer?
Yeah, I just wanna make sure
Yeah.
your aspect ratio is okay.